Hello everyone and welcome to the Minecraft Bedrock Let's Play series. So today is episode 19 and I want to fly over to the squid farm. I talked about it in the last episode, but a guy commented saying that the glass could be a problem on top of the squid farm, and I wanted to show you that we removed that and squid are spawning. But we have a new problem. The guardians at the bottom aren't doing anything. They're not coming up here. They're not catching any of the squid. And when I added new ones, they just sunk to the bottom. And man, we got a fair few amount of slime spawning around here. Huh. Anyway, I killed them all off, got rid of them. We're going to have to do something different here. We might have to put like signs all the way around this thing and make kind of rings of water. And I was noticing in creative that squid do not spawn in water streams. They spawn only in source blocks, so we would have to make ringlets of solid source blocks. Now, also in last episode, I talked about smelting up a ton of glass, and I did. I got about 31 shulker boxes of glass here, and a little bit of dye. So we've been busy digging out sand, digging this out. We also went into the nether and dug out a whole crap ton of magma blocks. In total, I've got 15 shulker boxes down here. And then I also, I dug out 16 total, and I put one over here. Hello, chicken. Oh, I landed a little sooner than I wanted. But we put one over here. Ow. Just kind of next to all of our building blocks. We're going to use them around the lava pool, maybe over there a little bit. Around the base, who knows. It's in with the rest of our building materials for this particular project. Ow. I also sprinkled in a little bit of this black concrete powder. I don't know if I showed that to you guys. Mostly it's around the flames, but I did put one here or there. That was just to kind of break up the orange. I had a buddy of mine tell me that the orange was a little bright. Anyway. So now the next thing I really want to work on is kind of these shulker boxes here. I wanted to move them and kind of compile them all together. But the problem is they're all purple. So, and actually speaking of purple, I was playing on my other world, an old world of mine, and noticed that one of my shulker boxes was purple. Kind of like this one. So, obviously this is quite different than the original box. If you dye it purple, it'll be this more vibrant color instead of this duller, normal shulker color here. So, yeah. I'm only going to keep ones that look like this, like that have my nether brick and stuff that I go back and forth to the nether with, or I use as basically work boxes. Anything that I'm going to use for storage or organizational purposes are going to be dyed like my ender chest here. So that's what I want to do with the majority of these boxes from the dig out, is I want to get some dyes together and figure out what I want to do, get them all dyed, get them moved, and this way we can just pick them up. You know, we've got cobblestone and stone, andesite, we've got granite, we've got dirt and gravel, so we got 4 different gray colors. All those shulker boxes are just the different things out of my base. I'm not really going to dye them, and then eventually these chests will need to be changed up as well. So, alright. Anyway, the shulker boxes for my base, let me grab my backpack here. I'm not going to worry about these yet because we will sift through this stuff eventually. Just like those boxes over there will be used for different things. But this stuff is going to be stored. We may use some of the cobblestone, but we're going to leave ourselves this many of all these different materials, and we can always fill them up. So when I do finally build a storage room, I'm going to use shulker boxes instead of chests, as these are easily moved as opposed to chests. So we got the different colors here. I want to put that dirt too, just indicating what we have in what. So the gray was the cobblestone, dark gray was stone, black was gravel, white was andesite, pink was granite, and the brown, of course, was the dirt. I just didn't go through those walls over there because I was busy yakking about other things. So now I want to switch gears a little bit. We're going to do a few things in this episode. One of which is kind of just playing around to see if this will work. So I don't know if you guys can hear, but let's take a listen. You can kind of hear different sounds as we walk across the sand versus the dirt, even the crackle of the fire. We might throw in some actual bricks to make a thud when we walk across it. There's different sounds that Minecraft has. So building something cool, yeah, is cool. But there's other aspects of the game that we can play with. And I do like to play with those aspects. I did in the very first world I was playing on when I first started the YouTube thing. I did what I'm about to do right here quite a bit. So we would dig down, have a deal like that. Not only does that provide a light source, but if we look close enough through the particle effect from the stupid beacon I should have shut off before recording this video. Is it going to work? Yeah, there you go. You see the smoke kind of come out of there? So I played with that too. So you'd be walking around my base and every now and then smoke would pop up at your face. And so that's kind of neat to play with. The different, let's just grab, let's grab just another piece of netherrack. Who cares? Playing with, not there. So we can play with sounds, we can play with particle effects. I mean, we can do all kinds of stuff. Obviously, we could use the nether portal. Ender chests give off particle effects. We could use the beacon so that we always have particles in our face, which I wish we could turn that off. Torches, if you place a carpet on top of them, like trying to find their... Anyway, you can let the little flame through there and a little bit of smoke. Yeah, there's all kinds of different little things like that that a lot of people don't play with. Now I want to play, or I do play with some of it, man. Oh, this area is turning into what I don't want it to be, a bunch of farms. This is my nether wart. The AFK one obviously doesn't work, so I just built that thing. Nice chill out, and every 20 minutes or so, I will go in there and mine all that nether wart, and then I'll put it in a shulker box and rinse and repeat. Yeah. So I need to go back up top and grab a couple of potions. Or I hope I got what I'm looking for. Gotta take a quick drink there. The lava, we were talking about that. It'll kind of flow through the block here, and it's not going to do it for me. So that's another particle effect. Water does the same thing. You've got end rods. End rods do that. They let a little particulates kind of poke through. Hello? There we go. Where are my potions? Potions, where are you? Hello? I got a lot of gravel. And it's in one of these shulker boxes somewhere. Found it. Alright, so we want... I think we just want one of these instant health. I don't have any fire resist potions, so I best grab some glass bottles and go ahead and brew some up. Yeah. The change to this game, it geared it more towards Pocket Edition. So with that being said, we've gotten a few additional things from Pocket Edition. I think the double riding the boats was one of the things that was originally coded as an accident on that version of the game, and they added it into this one. So before I say any more about that, let's get the brewing station. I want to get some fire resist potions going. And I need some nether warts. And then let's place down our brewing stand. And I need some blaze powder. Alright, there we go. Let's put that in there. Do we aim at the bottom? No. Top? Yes. Okay. In console editions for a while, if you aimed at the top, it wouldn't place a hopper, and you had to aim weird at the bottom. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get that brewing for us. So one thing that they also added into this version of the game is the ability to place potions in cauldrons. And I need a couple more. Dang it. So I want to test this out because when I splashed that potion in there, there was particle effect that happened. I don't know if that particle effect is going to repeat itself. Ow. Oop, get... I'm going to die in my own base. It is funny, I do randomly have food. I think I showed that in the last video. Just random cooked food laying about my base because the mobs that... They're not supposed to spawn on anything but grass, but they do anyway. And, oh, check it out. Look. Look at the smoke coming from the rain landing in the lava. That's cool. I wish we could use that. But anyway, the animals spawn anyway, and they start cruising around my base, and they die. Because it's fiery and deadly. So let's get a couple of more potions put into this cauldron. And let's see if it actually emits the particle effect. It does there. Oh, there's a little something. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, it has little particles that kind of come up out of it. And the instant health is a real deep red. And I think the fire resistance is orange. I was playing around with this on a different world. So I don't really remember. Anyway, I want to take this down like I did with the fire and place a glass on top of it and see if it works as well, if the particles will come through. If not, it's no big deal. I wonder if that emits a light source too. I should try that out. Not today. I want to focus on this before I lose track. So I don't really like the orange color. It's kind of dull. It kind of washed out. Be nice if it was a little more vibrant like the red over there. But the red's almost too bright for my base. So, yeah. I don't know. We could always play with different potions and stuff like that. And then, of course, if you guys don't know, you can just take this out with bottles like so. It's real easy. So we know that works. And I forgot to add this in my duping video, the Silk Touch glitch. But cauldrons also can be duplicated. I didn't think that was really a big deal because nobody uses that many of them. So it doesn't look like the particle effect is coming through the glass. That's unfortunate. But, it's unfortunate. Maybe it'll work with a carpet or a half slab. I don't know. But it's still something that's neat, you know what I mean? We could always just place a couple of them throughout the base. Not out here in the main area. I'm talking inside the base, you know what I mean? As we walk around, we might just have like one or two. They don't have to be in any particular pattern. We could just have them splashed around. But I think that'd be cool. Just random, oh, there's a particle, you know, as you're running around my base. I don't know. It's just something I remembered that we could do. I was dyeing some leather armor for the achievement. And, yeah. So the orange doesn't look that great. Let's try the carpet, like we were saying. I did miss the part of my clip. Yeah, the particles kind of come out of the sides there. There we go. It came out of the middle, so that works. I did place an end rod and was showing the particular particles, the particulates that fall off of it. But anyway, let's see if this works. No? Oh, there a little bit came out of the side. I mean, we could do that and have a little bit of an elevation, but I don't think you would see the particles that often. So, let's get rid of... I'm never going to use these, so bye-bye carpet. That's just another cool idea that we can do with the base. That'll add something different to it. that like I said, a lot of people just don't really know, maybe, or don't really play with that much of the stuff in this game. So let's get our potions back, and then bye-bye. Fix this up. Bada bing. Alright. I'm put this stuff back in here. These instant health potions I got from the end, they were just a bonus. I did take the beacons and get rid of those too, so the particles weren't all up in my face for the rest of this episode. Oh, man. So now, in the last episode, we were playing around with the 2 tall dyes, and we got some red and some yellow going, and we got the pink and the magenta as well. But when I was making the dye, I accidentally colored my backpack shulker box red. And I turned it back to green. I have it green just because I don't have a lot of green stuff as far as shulker boxes, so I can find my backpack easier by using an oddball color such as green that I don't use very much of. But I noticed that our green dye supply was very, very low. So let's clean this up. I'll actually come back and get the brewing stand. It doesn't matter. That brewing stand can stay there. So I want to get a cactus farm somewhat going on, just kind of down in this general area. And first I want to get a infinite water source set up. I had one a while back, but I got rid of it to place in the new netherwort farm. So this will get us a little bit of an infinite water source. I don't think we're going to need too many but 2 buckets down here, but we have this down here now anyway. So now I need to figure out where I want to put this and where I want to start digging and get it laid out, and then I will bring you guys back in. Alright, so we're not too far away from where the 2 tall guys are. We just did a little grid pattern like this. Put the brick around it just to give me a step up. Eventually I'll probably have to raise this wall up. But let's collect all this stuff from when we were digging out. Placed all the packed ice in. And then we can start placing our cactus in. Well, actually, let me show you guys this. If you guys don't know, you can't place cactus. Like I'm clicking, see, but you can't place cactus with blocks on the 4. Like right here, you can't place cactus next to it, but you can place them a block apart. So we can do all these. They have to be a block apart. And actually, as a matter of fact, before I get all this going, I need to place some other blocks down. So let's get rid of these. And then I'll show you something else, and then we will build up what we need to build. Then we'll place the cactus. It's kind of jumping the gun a little bit. Now, you can go diagonally from the block. You can't go directly in front of it, but you can go diagonally, and for whatever reason, you can place the cactus. I don't know why that is a thing, but it is a thing. So what we want to do is we want to build these back up like we had them. And I need to place blocks on top of these. And I'm going to use glowstone for 2 reasons. 1, it's a light source, and 2, it's a block. Basically, the cactus will grow even with that block there, but that block can't be there. Or, I'm sorry, the cactus can't stay there because that is there, and the cactus will pop off, and then we can flush that to a hopper system of some sort in a chest or whatever, and we can effectively collect ourselves some cactus. So I can't place the cactus on top of this one, but it will do its thing. So we'll place a water source there, and we'll place another one in this opposite corner here, and that will flush all the cactus around to here. Now we can take and just like that. I need to actually replace that with my stone brick. There we go. And then, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Because if I break that, yeah, there's lava there. Let's just dig out above it. So I want to dig down a little bit to place a hopper where that packed ice is, and then I want to place a chest. But first we need to get rid of some of this larva. So we want to, you want to place in the side blocks. Let me make sure these are all in actually. See, that one's missing. So that when I dig these out, I'm not having lava fall in from the sides. So like here's missing, so I need to place that in, this in, this in, and then I'll have to dig these away so I can get to this corner block. We could drop sand in here, but then we'd lose the sand. Right now all I've got is red sand on me, so yeah, it's just a pain. But there we go. There we go. Now we can break this. That's right, efficiency doesn't work on packed ice. Oh, I need to get a chest out and throw my sand on the floor. Grab a couple of chests here. And then I need to get some hoppers. I'm probably going to need more than one, so I'll just grab... Oh, I got 20. I'll just grab all of them. Then we'll place our chest. Boom, boom. And a couple of hoppers. Like so. And then we'll kind of fix this back up. Place our stone brick in. Shift. There we go. And then now we can get down there and check the chest if we need to. In my last world, I made a huge storage system and had like 6 double chests full of cactus. I don't need that much. Never going to use that much. So yeah, this should be more than enough. So now we're just going to kind of chill and see if anything happens. And I will bring you guys back. All right. So we had to bring up the walls like I was saying. Put this glass here. Put the glass panes in because the glowstone, the cactus was popping off, hitting the glowstone, popping off, and landing back on top, effectively making this slightly less efficient. So we don't have very much. We've only been standing here for a few minutes, but this is going to be more than enough cactus if I go AFK overnight. So we did leave the one glowstone there just for light. But yeah, we got some dyes set up. We got this dye set up. We're looking pretty good on the dyes that we can automate. So that's going to do it for me this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. And we will see you in the next episode. Later, guys.